Speaking of gifts, we have a surprise for you. A preview of what we'll experience at our 2025 Pure Worship Regional Convention. Enjoy.
People have a need to worship something. A higher power, themselves, other people, money. But how should we fill this need?
What a treat! We get to see this in this month's JW Broadcasting? How exciting! But seriously, I hate these trailers. This is not how the upcoming convention is going to be like. Why do they feel the need to make these trailers when most of the convention is just some old dude boringly speaking from the platform? And also, this is a lie that Jehovah's Witnesses perpetuate all the time. Jehovah's Witnesses believe and teach that all humans feel the need to worship something. So if you're going to worship something, it should be Jehovah. This is a lie because not everyone worships something. That's why they need to conflate worshiping with admiration. If you admire some sports guy or some actress, well, that's worship because they decided. They only teach this to gaslight people into thinking they might as well be Jehovah's Witnesses, especially if that's who they already are. After all, if you don't think you should worship money or yourself by taking selfies, then Jehovah's Witnesses know exactly what to worship instead.
What did Jesus say?
True worshippers must worship with spirit and truth.
The 2025 Convention of Jehovah's Witnesses continues the new video series, The Good News According to Jesus. Jesus alone is qualified to teach us how to worship God. The benefits are personal, immediate, and everlasting.
We're certain you'll thoroughly enjoy 3 days of learning what it means to give pure worship to Jehovah.
Yup, 3 days of boring, old, mostly white dudes in a suit giving you slow speeches telling you that what it means to give pure worship to Jehovah is volunteering to build kingdom halls and engaging with jw.org just as they've been doing. Is the music segment at least good this month? Also, why is Mark standing here instead of sitting down? It looks like he's uncomfortably floating.
And every day that passes gives me reason to be sure that the things that I am reading will comfort me some more. Like the dew there in the morning, like the warmth that's from the sun, like the moonlight on the water. It's there for everyone.
Okay, so this is boring AF. Jehovah's Witnesses love their slow and boring songs, only to ramp it up at the end with some drums. Except this boring song about the Bible doesn't get any better, even at twice the speed.
It's easy just to see, it's filled with love. Jehovah's love. Like a tree growing by a stream, I'm stronger every day.
You get the sense of it. It's a song about how the fact that Jehovah has restored the Bible means that this cult is the right path or something. I already don't remember. Nobody will. This is our first 1 out of 10 in this scale. Truly a pointless and boring song. I feel like they had to rush it or something to make sure that it fully incorporated all the bits from JW Broadcasting this month.
It reminds me not to worry.
Mark Sanderson seems to be one of the most active governing body members, and this month's JW Broadcasting shows it, but in a very nuanced way. Every JW Broadcasting episode is around one specific theme, like unity, faith, or whatever. And as far as I know, whoever is hosting JW Broadcasting that month is the person who determines what the whole thing will be about, not just their first speech, but the whole thing. But you can tell that usually the hosts don't do a good job at keeping up the theme of the episode and translating it into every segment, except with Mark. To anyone who's paying attention, like I unfortunately have to, it's very clear that Mark really likes to put on a show. Every single one of his episodes in JW Broadcasting are always very consistent, so much so that to an untrained eye, it would look like only his episodes are themed because everyone else is so bad at it. But this wasn't a special JW Broadcasting around the Bible. The Bible was simply this month's JW Broadcasting topic. It's just that Mark is the only one who actually makes an effort to carry the theme all throughout. That is one of many reasons why I believe that Mark is one of, if not the most influential member of the governing body. Most seem apathetic to take an active role, but not Mark. He always is trying to put up a show with rehearsed smiles and new angles that showcase his whole body for no reason. I think it's no coincidence that he also happened to be the member of the governing body who announced the new rules on women being allowed to wear pants and on the new shunning arrangement.
Under our current arrangement, we don't say a greeting to individuals who've been removed from the congregation. However, the governing body has decided that publishers can use their Bible-trained conscience to decide whether to give a simple greeting and welcome a disfellowshipped individual who attends a congregation meeting.
Hi. So good to see you here.
Thank you.
The governing body has asked me to read the following announcement. The governing body has decided that sisters may choose to wear slacks when participating in the ministry and when attending Christian meetings, assemblies, and conventions.
The leaders of the Jehovah's Witnesses are the governing body, but not every member of the governing body is as influential as the rest. And I think Mark is not only the most influential, but the closest we have to a true Jehovah's Witness leader. But that's all for now. Don't forget you can subscribe to watch all of these every month. I also release the whole JW Broadcasting thing as one thing for patrons and YouTube supporters, showing content sometimes a week in advance. So consider supporting me like these guys over here and join the Discord server where we can chat and I can show you pictures of my cat.